everyone, welcome. We're so excited you're here with us tonight. My name is Shelly, and I'm a nurse practitioner and owner of Ageless Aesthetics. And tonight we're diving into one of the most advanced, non-invasive skin tightening treatments that are available out there, Sofwave. This is an educational webinar designed to walk you through how Sofwave works, who it's best for, and what kind of results you can realistically expect, so you can decide if this treatment aligns with your goals. We'll be answering questions live at the end, so feel free to submit yours at any point using the questions tab. Our team is monitoring those in real time. And make sure you stay till the end because we'll be sharing exclusive event-only specials that are valid on any Sofwave appointments booked through the end of February. These offers are only available to the attendees and will not be repeated, so you don't want to miss that. Let's get started. Sofwave is an advanced non-invasive ultrasound treatment designed to lift, tighten, and improve skin quality by stimulating your body's own collagen and elastin production. What makes Sofwave different is the way it targets ultrasound energy. It targets the mid-dermal layer of the skin, which is the exact depth where your collagen lives, without damaging the surface of the skin or deeper structures. This means we can create real skin tightening and lifting without needles, surgery, or significant downtime. We brought Sofwave into our practice because our patients were asking for real results without a dramatic recovery. Not everyone wants filler, surgery, or weeks of downtime. Sofwave fills that gap beautifully. It's clinically proven, it's FDA cleared, and it delivers natural looking improvement that builds over time. This isn't just a spa tightening facial. This is a medical grade technology that we chose very intentionally for patients who want visible and long-term skin improvement. There are a lot of skin tightening devices on the market, so it's very important to understand how Sofwave is different. First, Sofwave uses synchronous ultrasound parallel beam technology, which allows us to heat the tissue evenly at a very precise depth. Many of the older devices scatter the energy or go too deep, which can cause discomfort and unpredictability. Sofwave is controlled, consistent, and safer across more skin types. Second, Sofwave treats the entire face and neck in one session, including areas that are traditionally difficult to treat, like the brows, jawline, submental area, and the neck. And third, Sofwave has real clinical studies behind it showing measurable lifting and tightening. This isn't based on marketing hype. This is backed by data. So if you tried something in the past and you didn't see results or were told that you weren't a candidate, Sofwave may be very different from what you've experienced before. Sofwave is ideal for treating skin laxity and early to moderate signs of aging. We commonly use it to lift the brows, tighten the jawline, improve laxity in the lower face, smooth the neck, and firm crepey or loose skin. It also improves overall skin texture and firmness by rebuilding your collagen from within. It is especially powerful for patients who say things like, my face looks tired or heavy, or my jawline isn't as sharp as it used to be, or my neck is starting to sag. I want tightening, not filler. Sofwave is not here to add volume. It improves your skin quality and structure, which makes it an excellent standalone treatment or a complement to injectables and lasers. Sofwave is best for patients who have mild to moderate skin laxity and want natural improvement without surgery. Ideal candidates are typically in their 30s to 60s, but age matters less than your skin quality and goals. If your skin is starting to feel thinner, looser, or less firm, but you're not ready for aggressive procedures or surgery, Sofwave is an excellent option. It's also great for patients who want minimal downtime, prefer non-invasive treatments, are looking for collagen stimulation rather than instant volume, or want results that look natural, not overdone. During a consultation, we assess your skin structure, your laxity, and long-term goals to determine if Sofwave alone is right for you or if it should be combined with other treatments for optimal results. One of the biggest advantages of Sofwave is the minimal downtime. Most patients return to activities the same day. You may have some temporary redness, mild swelling, or tenderness, but it typically resolves very quickly. Results are not instant, but that's actually a good thing. Sofwave works by stimulating your body to produce new collagen. Most patients begin to notice that improvement around 4 to 6 weeks, with continued tightening and lifting over the next 3 to 6 months. This gradual improvement is what makes the results look so natural. People notice you look refreshed and lifted, but they don't know why. Most patients need one treatment, though some may benefit from a series depending on their skin goals. During your consultation, we'll customize your plan so you know exactly what to expect. Let's talk about some of your areas of concern that we could treat with Sofwave today. So some of the areas that can be treated is we can do basically the entire face. So we can go along and make firm and tighten the jawline. We can work on the chin area, kind of help tighten and tone that up, tighten the neck area. We can even do just an eye treatment around the eye to treat the under eye and give a little bit of a brow lift. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and learning about Sofwave with us. We'll be notifying our giveaway winners via email or phone. If you have any further questions, you can chat with us for the next 15 to 20 minutes in the questions box below. You will receive a text from us, and we want you to reply to book if you would like to schedule a consultation. We'll be contacting you soon to do so. Hi, everyone. All right, let's go over some of your questions that we've received in the box tonight. Got some great questions so far. So one of the first questions I see is there really no to minimal downtime? And absolutely, that is a fact. So typically after this treatment, you may have some mild redness, maybe looks like you went to the gym and got a little flush, but within a few minutes that's gone and no one will be able to know that you had the treatment. There may be a little bit of mild swelling or discomfort during the treatment, but typically by the time you're home, that's all gone. And so there is no downtime. Because we're not opening the skin, you're also welcome to put on makeup and continue your normal skincare routine. Let's look here. Here's a great question. What is the difference between Sofwave and Morpheus? So Morpheus is a radio frequency skin tightening machine that actually uses needles to go in to penetrate the same layer. So the theory is the same, that we're going into the layer of the skin that creates collagen and elastin. However, in order to get into the skin, they are actually using needles that uses radio frequency energy to cause that stimulation. So with that comes some downtime. It leaves the squares on your face. It leaves the puncture wounds on your face. And you do have to heal from that. Whereas with this treatment, we are actually just going in through the surface of the skin with ultrasound technology that's going to stimulate that collagen and elastin without causing anything to the top tissue of your face. So there's no sign that you had it done. And we don't have to worry about damaging the fat layer. I do love Morpheus. However, there is always a risk that you could go too deep and you could cause some fat loss, which obviously isn't helpful when we're worried about structure of the skin. Let's look at another question. How often would you need the treatment? Once per year? That is absolutely right. So typically it's one time. Your results are going to last 12 to 18 months. Of course, we're going to age, so we need to stay on top of it. So for a truly ageless experience, we would recommend that you do one treatment about every 12 to 18 months. Of course, the younger you are, the less often. That would be more to the 18 months. If you're in the older range of our candidates, you would probably go more into the 12 months. The perfect range of candidate for this treatment is going to be in the 30s to the late 60s. Typically, once we get kind of past that into the 70s and 80s, we're looking at more of we need more treatments than just one, and we're probably going to need something a little stronger, such as surgery. Let's see. Does it leave marks on your face? It leaves absolutely nothing on your face. No one will know you had it done. And does it help with jowls? It absolutely helps with jowls. It can help lift that area. So what it's doing is it's going to lift the areas that we're doing. So we would really focus on that jowl area to kind of help lift it up and move that volume back towards the cheek. How many areas of treatment are there, or is the face one area? So there's a couple different options that we have here at Ageless. We've broken them down to several treatments. One is if you just want the eye area, we typically just do just a little bit around here and a brow lift, and that's going to be $850 in price range. So then we also do the lower face. So if you're just looking at jawline and under the neck area right here, that's $1,200. Full face is going to be $1,700. Neck is $1,700. And then face and neck combined would be $3,000 if you did all of the areas. Now tonight we do have a special, so that will make that significantly cheaper for you. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of that. That bounced into someone that just asked the cost. So kind of that what we were speaking to, it's $850 to $3,000 in a range depending on the area that we treat. Let's see what else we have here. How painful is the actual treatment? This is a great question. This treatment is not painful. However, it is hot. So because of that, what we do is we do some numbing cream. with the numbing cream that helps take that heat sensation away. And we also use our Zimmer chiller, which blows like some really, really cold air on you. So you hold that on your face and blow while we do the treatment. This treatment ramps up in the heat, so it does have a cooling tip. The first couple seconds, you feel nothing. Then it starts to warm up. By about the 4th second, it feels spicy, but it quickly goes away. So within a millisecond, it's back down to cool. So it's really only just for a bare second that it's really warm. That Zimmer chiller and that numbing makes it very comfortable and can keep it on a scale of 0 to 10 around a 1 or 2 as far as pain goes. Let's see. Does this procedure need numbing? They recommend that you don't numb. However, I think it does help. We do like to make you as comfortable as possible. So with that being said, you could do it without numbing if you were in a hurry. But I do think it's more comfortable with a 30-minute numbing prior to the treatment. Let's see. How do you avoid fat loss? So that's what's great is this only targets the 1.5 millimeter depth. So it doesn't go deep enough to cause any type of fat loss. We don't have to worry about it damaging any of the deeper structures, nor do we have to worry about it causing any issues with any type of skin because it does not damage or heat up the surface of the skin. So we don't have to worry about some of the things that we would have to worry about with some of the other treatments that we do. Texture and acne scarring. So this is great. They actually do have an indication for acne scarring. So it does do a great job on that because it is stimulating the collagen and it is actually creating new collagen and elastin to fix that structure. So it is great. And it does have actually an indication for acne scarring. For men, if you're looking for a more chiseled jawline, would you recommend Sofwave or barbed PDO threads? I absolutely love Sofwave for the jawline. It really tightens and lifts what you're looking to. If it was extremely saggy, you might do a combination of the Sofwave and the PDO threads, but I think that would be a rare case. For the most part, I would recommend the Sofwave over the PDO threads for the jawline for pain, downtime, and just all over just happiness with the treatment. I think that you'd be much more happy with the Sofwave than the PDO threads. Someone asked, what about areas with loose or lax skin from weight loss or aging, like flabby arms, etc.? So it is actually great for this. We can do several areas. We can do the arms. We can do like the tops of the knees, the elbows, anywhere where you have loose skin and sagging, we can absolutely lift and tighten. Definitely, that's a great treatment area for it. So we can do that for sure. Depending on the area will be kind of a pricing difference depending on what of the large body areas that we do. So that one would probably require a consultation for the body area to kind of see what the best option is for you. Will Sofwave add volume to under my eyes? So it doesn't add volume, however, it adds collagen and elastin. So one of the things that they say is that actually when you do 1 square of Sofwave, which would be what we would do under your eye, and we do the full treatment, it's actually the equivalent of 1 syringe of filler in your own collagen and elastin. So while it doesn't actually add filler volume, it does add collagen and elastin, which will really significantly help the under eye area. Here's another question. How long does the treatment take? The treatment itself takes about 30 to 45 minutes, plus we recommend about 30 minutes to numb. So anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes or so to kind of do that treatment is about what we would suggest. Are you paying for each individual area on the face, or is each area done separately? No, the whole face is one area. So it would be $1,700 for the face treatment. And that would include the whole area of the face. Are there any bad side effects or long-term effects? No, there's nothing that we have to worry about with this. This is extremely safe treatment. That's what we love about it. It is extremely safe. It is wonderful. The patients are absolutely loving it. We don't have to worry about any damage to any structures with this treatment. Let's see. What would you say is the pain level, or what is it compared to? I wouldn't say it's painful. I'd say it's hot. And I would say that really, like I was saying, it kind of ramps up and then goes back down. So think of like a bell curve. So the first couple seconds, it's starting to get warm, and then you're, ow, it's hot, and then it's gone immediately. So just for that little brief second, it feels very warm, but we really mitigate that by using the cool air chiller that we just blow on that area. So for most people, it is very, very, very comfortable. I really haven't had anybody complain and say it was too much at all. Let's see. Is Sofwave the most effective treatment for tightening, or are the more aggressive treatments more effective? I'm going to be real honest. I have been doing all of these treatments for about 10 years, and I have never seen anything as effective as Sofwave for skin tightening. It has kind of been an area that has not been really wonderful and having a great treatment for it. This one has been just amazing for us, our clients. I've had it myself, and I could scream from the mountaintops about what it did for me and what I've seen it do for my clients. I truly think it's the most effective thing that we can do to tighten skin right now. Let's see. Let's look at some other questions. How do I decide if I need face, and neck, or more? Everybody needs face and neck. It's going to be whether or not you want to do that treatment, kind of your age range. If you're in the lower 30s and you're just kind of doing things to tighten up and you feel like your neck doesn't have a problem, you could always wait on that. But truly, these are two areas you don't want to ignore. So if you do your face only, that's totally fine. But at some point, as we age, our neck is going to show our age. So we want to stay on top of both if we can. If that's out of the budget or not an option, definitely you want to pick the area that bothers you the most. I have fillers and Botox. Is this safe to use? This is an excellent question. It is 100% safe to use. That's one of our favorite things about it. It will not interfere with any of our treatments. You can continue to do your normal Botox and fillers as well as this treatment, and they're great combined. It gives an amazing result. Let's see what we have here. Does it help with the under eye bags? So it doesn't take away things. So the under eye bags typically come from a fat pad in your under eye. And truly the only way to get rid of a bag is to have an under eye surgery. And I wish there was a better answer than that. But that's really, unfortunately, the bags are a fat pad that really don't respond to this as well. Now it will tighten the skin and the structure. So it gives those fat pads more of a structure to sit into rather than just being obvious. But that's not going to take those away fully. Do results last 12 to 18 months from the 3 to 6 month mark or from the initial treatment? Okay, that makes sense. So the results are going to be from when you get your 6-month results. So you're going to continue to see those results for quite a while. And once you get to that final result, then we say it lasts about 12 to 18 months from that time frame. Let's see. Will it affect cheek filler? I think we kind of covered that. It will not affect filler in any negative way. I recently had Sofwave. I noticed that I had some more hormonal acne after that, and they feel like they have less inflammation. Is the collagen rebuilding to thank for this? It is. So it is really, really great for your texture as well. While we're selling it for skin tightening, it is amazing what it does for your tone and your texture, because collagen and elastin are what gives our face its glow, its beauty, its smoothness, all of those things. So kind of improving that helps all angles of the face. It's really going to make everything look better. If we've already had a consultation, what do we need to do to get the 15% off by purchasing today? You just respond to your text. We'll send you an invoice and we'll get you scheduled. We're happy to get you to do that today. It's definitely a great opportunity to save that money if you're already ready to do it. You mentioned it helps acne scars, but what about scars from recently wrecking your bike? So it's not necessarily a scar treatment. It does really great for the acne scar because of the actual loss of collagen and elastin from that acne. However, I wouldn't use it as a first-line scar treatment. However, if there are questions about a scar, we do have lots of treatments for that. So come see us. We're happy to do a free consultation. Have you personally treated the jawline and pre-gel yet? And what have you seen so far? I absolutely have. I absolutely love it. So some of the before and after photos you saw in that screen, that slideshow, was my jowl and jawline. And it was like night and day. I feel like a new woman. I absolutely love the tightness it gave me. It took my jowl and put it back towards my cheek area and just made everything look more smooth, firm, and defined, which I love. Full face treatment. How long is the treatment if you do full face? The full face treatment will take about 45 minutes to do the treatment. And that would be with, actually, it should be about an hour. So 30 minutes of numbing and 30 minutes of face treatment. So yeah, about an hour for the face, just to make sure you have plenty of time. I don't want to underestimate that time. Where can I find before and after photos? You can check out our website. You can check, sorry, not our website. You can check out our Instagram. You can check out this pre-model. We sent some photos and some before and afters, and this, what is the word I'm looking for? In this webinar, there we go. And you can also look on the Sofwave website to find those photos. Who determines my pulse count and energy settings, you or a Sofwave clinical trainer? So the Sofwave clinical trainers have actually come up with the best recommended parameters, and we are going to follow what Sofwave recommends as the best treatment guidelines. Typically, we are going to stay as far up as we can. We're going to give you the most results we can, the best bang for your buck. I'm a firm believer in giving that full Sofwave treatment. Let's see. Do you need to stay out of the sun for a certain amount of time? Well, As off my high horse, of course, we want you to stay out of the sun because the sun does cause aging, but this treatment itself does not require you to stay out of the sun. Just wear your SPF and make us all happy. Will this make rosacea worse? Now, that is an area, if you have active rosacea and you are very, very, very heat sensitive, I would not recommend this treatment. That would be one of the contraindications. It could make your rosacea very flushed, and it could cause some flare-ups for your rosacea if you have severe rosacea. If you have mild rosacea, it shouldn't cause major problems. But if you have a severe rosacea, I would probably hold off on this treatment. Does it burn facial fat? And is it good for women of color? It does not burn facial fat. We do not have to worry about that because it does not go deep enough to cause any issues with the facial fat. That's one of the things that we love about it. We don't have to worry about any of that damage. And is it good for women of color? Another thing we love about it, it's good for all skin types. There's no risk of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation because of the cooling tip and the way that the superb energy is directed right into the certain specific layer of the dermis. Can you do the marionette lines? Absolutely. So we can do any area on the face. That's what's amazing. It's really going to help tighten and tone any area on the face that you have concern with. And it will definitely take care of some of the marionette lines. What formal Sofwave training have you completed? And did it include hands-on lower face cases? Absolutely. So everyone in our office is Sofwave trained by a clinical trainer who did come on site and spend the day with us, make sure that we were all fully trained. We all have certificates of completion and have all been clinically trained in the way that this company wants us to all be. So don't worry, we are very, very, very knowledgeable. And if we had any questions like that, we would definitely reach out to our clinical Sofwave trainers who are on our team at any time. We can reach out for them anytime. For double chin after weight loss, Kybella versus Sofwave. So these are going to be two different treatments. Kybella is actually going to melt the fat under your chin. So it's actually going to turn that fat into a liquid, and then your body's going to process that fat and kind of digest it to remove it. Sofwave is going to tighten the skin. So it's not going to take away the fat. It's not a fat melter. It is just going to tighten the skin underneath it. So I think Kybella is a great complementary treatment to this. I would say you do the Kybella first and then tighten a little bit with the Sofwave after the fat is gone. Let's see. Do you have free consultations? Consultations are absolutely free. We would love to see you and go over what we think would be best for you and answer any questions that you may have in person. We'd be happy to do so. How well does it pair with other facial combo treatments? It is amazing in combination with other treatments. So, of course, Botox is going to be our friend still because movement wrinkles won't go away. And if you can move your eyebrows, of course, things are going to go up and down. They're going to cause those lines. So the Botox movement wrinkles won't go away from the Sofwave. However, the wrinkles that kind of stick around and stay afterwards, it will tighten and remove those. So it's great in combination. It's wonderful in combination with biostimulants and fillers. And it's wonderful in combination with any of our advanced skin treatments, such as microneedling or facials that we offer at our office. Do you treat the lips? We do not treat the lips with the Sofwave. Someone said on the poll, I marked no for a consultation because I've already had a consult. Will you please still allow me the event specials? Absolutely. You can still get the event special for joining us tonight. We're so glad you're here. Concerning treatment for a sagging neck, how does it compare to microneedling? Which one has the longest effect? So microneedling is amazing and I absolutely love it for tightening, firming, and helping the skin. However, Sofwave is going to be a more effective, more deep, more intense treatment. It's going to give you a faster and more effective result than microneedling. Microneedling, you need multiple sessions over time to get your desired result. Sofwave, you just really need the one treatment. Someone asked if I could repeat price. Is going to range from $850 for a brow lift to $3,000 for full face and neck. $1,700 for face only, $1,700 for neck only, $850 for brow lift, and $3,000 for face and neck. Is Sofwave included in any of your packages? It is not included in a package. However, if you are a member, you can get a 10% discount or the similar discount to attending to this event tonight. Who isn't a candidate? So the only people that would not be a candidate would be people that are surgery candidates. So someone that is not able to, that has deep, deep jowling or very, very heavy sagging skin, that's going to require more than the Sofwave. So I would say people that are in their 70s or 80s, or someone with a very, very, very heavy face that is going to require more than just a little bit of a lift. There just does come a fine line where it is a surgical candidate over a Sofwave candidate. If you're questioning if that's you, we're happy to give you a consultation and let you know which one is the best option for you, because we don't want you, if it's not a perfect treatment for you, we don't want you to waste your time or money or not get the result you want. We want to make sure it's the right treatment for you before we recommend it. And what would you consider to be too lax to see results? It's going to be pretty lax. So typically, if you are everyone's going to see a little bit of results. I shouldn't say that you won't see any. Everyone's going to see some results. I just think you get better results when you're in your younger 30s to 60s. So I would say once you're in your late 70s, probably wouldn't be the best candidate at that point. Can you have the treatment at the same time as the consult? Absolutely. If you're sure that you want to do it, you can go ahead and sign up for the treatment. We'll do a quick consult right before. And should there be something that says you're not a candidate, we would just cancel the treatment. That's no big deal. It's very, very rare, though. Most everyone is a great candidate for Sofwave because it just does such amazing things so naturally. All right. Someone asked, is there a charge for consultation? There is no charge for consultation. All right. All right. So as a reminder, you'll be receiving a text message soon, and please reply with the code word ageless to be contacted for a consult. Just wanted to throw that in there. Make sure you reply with the word ageless. All right. And someone asked, what is the pricing for the pre-jowl sulcus, lower lateral cheek, and jawline? I'm sorry if we've already covered this. We do have just a lower face treatment, which is going to be that area kind of right here where we feel like we're getting a little saggy in the jawline. And that treatment is $1,200. All right. So let's see. Does every location of Ageless offer this? Our Indianapolis, Zionsville office and our Greenwood office do. Our Fishers office does not yet, but will in the future. So currently it's just available at Zionsville and Greenwood. All right. See if there's any questions I missed. They were coming in pretty fast. Can you use this for thigh gap area? This is not something that I would recommend for the thigh gap area unless it's just some saggy skin right there where you feel like it's kind of crepey or loose in that area, because it's going to help firm up the collagen or elastin, but it's not necessarily going to help take away fat, anything like that. It does not affect the fat layer. This is mostly just skin tightening in the dermal area. If you have a scar on your face, will it make a difference? We can treat over a scar and it will help because we're creating collagen and elastin in that area. However, this wouldn't be my first go-to for a scar treatment. It would kind of depend on the scar, whether it was raised or indented. There'd be a lot of things that we would want to take into consideration to see which would be the best treatment for the scar. All right. Let's see, does anyone else have any questions? Oh, here's one that I just popped up. Full results take a few weeks, but do you notice a difference right away? No. And I'll tell you why. So you will see a little something that day. Anytime that we heat the skin, you're going to see a little bit of tightening. However, a lot of these skin tightening results that you see on the market, that's really just heat contraction that you're seeing. It's not actual improvement from collagen and elastin. A collagen strand takes 30 days to create. So your body's not going to be able to actually tighten your skin in less than 30 days. About 30 to 60 days, you're going to notice that your texture looks better. Your skin feels a little firmer. It looks a little better. You have a little bit of a glow to you, but it really will take about 8 weeks to start to see those really, really good results. I've had some patients send me results at 5 weeks that kind of blew my mind. So don't say you can't, but I want you to expect to not see really great results for about 6 to 8 weeks. And then you're going to continue to see results up to 6 months, which I think is just amazing. It just keeps getting better and better, and nobody knows why or what you're doing. You just get better every day. You just get firmer and your skin looks a little bit better, and you're just feeling on top of the world when it's doing that. Someone says, can you compare and contrast CO2 and Sofwave? Absolutely. So CO2 is going to actually affect the surface of your skin. So when we do the CO2 layer, we're actually burning off the top layer of skin, for lack of a better way of seeing it, and causing a controlled burn. So each CO2 square is going to have so many little holes where we go in and create that column of damage so that your body can repair it. So as it kind of goes in and repairs those columns of damage, it helps the whole entire square of skin. So that's really great for texture. It's great for scarring. It is great for tightening, does all of those things. However, to get a really effective CO2 treatment, you're going to look like you had something done. There's going to be some squares. There's definitely going to be some healing that's required. After the CO2 treatment, you're going to have to keep your face moist with a Vaseline type cream for multiple days. You're definitely not going to be able to pretend you didn't do it and go out and just carry on with your day. Sofwave is going to target just that depth of the layer of skin that we really want to stimulate the collagen and elastin. So we're not going to break the surface of the skin, and we're not going to do anything that causes any marks on your face. So that's what's the best part. You can carry on with your normal routine. No one knows you had it done. You can just come over on lunch and go back to work that day. No one will know. So I think that's amazing. That's my favorite part about it. Let's see. How long do you wait between treatments if you get multiple? For most people, we recommend one treatment. Some people can get two if you're on that higher end of, the 60s range and you definitely want to add more, or you just get an amazing result and you say, you know what, I want to be tighter. We can always do that second one. I typically say you want to wait about 2 to 3 months before you do that second one at minimum. But often I would recommend waiting about 6 months and doing them every 6 months so that you have time to really see your result before you decide that you want that second one. Because you won't need it if you wait the right amount of time. So I say you wait about 6 months to get that second one, unless you're really just wanting to piggyback off that first one and you know that you're going to do two. Then we can do that around the 2 or 3 month mark. All right. Any other questions from anyone? Anything I missed? Anything that you'd like me to answer? All right. Well, if not, thank you so much for coming tonight. It was great to get to talk to all of you. I'm more than happy to have a consultation with any of you. Also, so is my staff. We've all absolutely loved the Sofwave treatment. We've had this machine for several months. We've seen amazing results on ourselves and our clients. I can't speak high enough about it. I really, truly think it is one of the best treatments that I've ever brought into my business. And I really recommend that if you're interested in it, you come get a consultation or try it out. I don't think you'll ever regret it. It's just been so wonderful for all of us. So make sure you click the text. It just went out. Reply with the keyword ageless. And we will see you guys very soon in consult or treatment. Thanks so much. Have a great evening.